up, everybody? It is your boy Delta Goes back with another video, and today I am playing Timeless, and we are playing Omnishow. It's some grinding. I did it with Omnishow because that's like the deck I know inside and out, and to say this meta is healthy is just absolutely insane. But let's go over the deck before we get into some games. We got a 4 of Brainstorm because, you know, it's Brainstorm. We got fetch lands. That wasn't a fetch land. That's a fetch land. You know, that's the best thing we have to mimicking Ancestral Recall. We got 3 Spell Pierces, 3 Fatal Pushes, 3 Veil of Summers. Why I went 3, 3, and 3, I don't know. I made cuts everywhere else, and it turned into that. But we have 3 Spell Pierces to survive on the play or on the draw. We have 3 Fatal Pushes against aggro, and we have 3 Veil Summers as counter magic protection. Honestly, I'm getting to the point though where I'm thinking I might bring Impact Negation instead of Veil Summer, but it still has other use. Like if my opponent casts Bowmasters, like I just incidentally get to cantrip. Then we got Born Upon the Wind. Born Upon the Wind is a one of. You don't want to be casting it as a desperation cantrip, but that option is available. However, the implication of this is either you go super late game and you cast a show and tell at instant speed when your opponent's tapped out, or you have this in hand when you're also putting Omniscience into play. And what happens is that if your opponent has Static Prison or if they have Leyline Binding, you just cast Born Upon the Wind in response to them targeting your Omniscience, and then you combo at instant speed on top of the effect that is going to get rid of Omniscience. We got Fave Wishes. It's Fave Wishes and what else? And Mastermind's Acquisition are how we go get the approach from the second sun from the sideboard to win the game. Mana Drain is really oppressive in this deck because Mana Drain will allow us to either go into Show and Tell, where we have lines where in the same turn we can do stuff like Demonic Tutor and Show and Tell at the same time. We can also just use it to cast a One Ring against aggro. Also, One Ring in here combos with our Hullbreaker Horror, where that if we have a One Ring in play, One Ring in hand, and a couple of spells, we can basically be swapping the One Rings back and forth with each other as soon as we get that line started. It's basically infinite card draw. Demonic Tutor is just one of the best tutors ever made. Assemble the Team is a weaker version of Demonic Tutor, but because once again we're a combo deck, this is very good. Also, notably, when you have Omniscience out and you're comboing with not Born Upon the Wind, with Fave Wishes, and you already got the Approach of the Second Sun in your deck, Assemble the Team will find Approach and you'll win. Show and Tell, do I really need to introduce this card? It's so messed up. Why is it here? I don't know. We need help. Show and Tell is the meat and potatoes of this deck. Show and Tell will allow us to put in our Hullbreaker Horror, although like that's also a very desperate line, and I've been toying around with it. It's not that great to put Hullbreaker Horror in. We can also put a Fair Atraxa in, which is okay. Sometimes I do that if I don't have an out to any of the removal effects that would normally hit Omniscience. I'll put in a Fair Atraxa, reload, then go over the top of them next turn when I know that the Static Prison or Leyline Binding effect has already been used. And then we got Omniscience. It's the main thing that we want to be cheated into play, hence the deck is called Omnishow, Omniscience, and Show and Tell. Omniscience basically lets you play Magic the Gathering as if it was Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's all you need to know. That's all you need to know in terms of non-land effects. In terms of lands, the split is pretty consistent. We always have access to blue mana for the most part because of Mystic Sanctuary. Mystic Sanctuary lets us reload on Show and Tell, lets us get back our Demonic Tutor if we know we're going to be Show and Telling next turn. There's also Boseiju. Boseiju is in not in response, but Boseiju is to respect, once again, Static Prison and Leyline Binding. Also, it's good against in a mirror match because you have a uncounterable way of dealing with Omniscience if it resolved. And we got one of Hedgeways and a one of Sewers. These are like cantrips. If you have no turn 1 play, but you have a turn 2, ideally a turn 3 show and tell, or let's say you have show and tell but no B part to cheat into play, these will help you find it. It also lets us put stuff in the graveyard for Mystic Sanctuary as well to grab back. So I don't think there's a scenario where you want to do that, but it's there. Yeah, that's really it. I don't know if I fortunately know this deck very well, or I unfortunately know this deck really well, but I'm gonna have some great games. Maybe I'll push out of what's it called? Maybe I'll push out of geez, I can't remember any of the ranks because ranks don't matter. Maybe I'll push out a plat. We'll see. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the deck tech. I'll see you guys in round number 1. All right, here we are in round number 1. I love it when my opponent shows me companions. Yeah. Kind of have an idea. It could be Luris Control. It could also be Luris Energy. Or it could be Luris Tempo. All those decks. No, sorry. 2 of those 3 decks have Thoughtseize. And this hand is a show and tell away, but only from an Atraxa. This is only good if it's energy. I'm gonna try it. If I get blown out because it's control, oh well. 4th land, sure. If we need to, we can hardcast the 1 ring. Looks like the control, yeah. Looks like the control deck is what I'm up against. This is going to be slightly problematic. Yeah, it makes sense that they take that. So here we're going to get the Edge Maze. Oh, does he have Stifle? That's okay. I'm still going to do all this stuff at instant speed. He's stuck on 1 land. This is actually perfect. Also, Stifle's telling me that he's tempo, not control. Could have a 1 of Stifle. I could have ran into a 1 of Stifle, but it doesn't seem like it. Do I want Omniscience here? I feel like show and tell is more important. Nah, but I'll draw it. If my opponent tries to end step Brainstorm here, I will Spell Pierce it. Only because they are... They kept a riskier hand than me. That is 100% for sure. They cut me off of green. Do I care? Yes. Black here can go. Green here lets me get Veil Summon to play around counter magic. Hey, Bowmasters. What are the chances that they have Spell Pierce? I think it's good. I think it's a good chance that they kept 1 lander, Thoughtseize, and possibly Spell Pierce. But that's also 1 less Spell Pierce I had to worry about, but also I think I'm just cool chilling here. Like, this would be a moment if I had show and tell where I would just jam it. Okay, they found other land drop. Mystic Sanctuary doesn't do anything for me here. I shouldn't say it doesn't do anything. Yeah, I'm going to Mystic Sanctuary here. I just want to be finding show and tell as soon as possible. So I'm going to assemble the team and put it back on top. Cast it. If they decide to counter this, I have the spell pierce. Spell snare. Interesting. Did he have another one? Spell snare. This is telling me that the stifle was definitely a one of. Like, different stories kept getting told based off of what's happening here. Spell snare is generally in the control builds. Otsies. Probably takes one ring here. Because either way, I can cheat one of these out. But also, if he takes omniscience, I can't just like combo over the top. He goes for the mastermind acquisition. That was an interesting choice. I don't know why, because there's a Fave Wishes in the deck. Tamio. Okay, opponent is tapped out, and I am drawing like trash. Okay, mana drain. This mana drain is unfortunately never going to get me to omniscience. Just because, like, the highest value thing I can counter is probably Aluris. But also, we're running away the game with one ring now, so that's pretty nice. My opponent is also slowly tapping out of more of their interaction. But Tamio does get to flip, which will be annoying with all the Thoughtseize in their graveyard. Do I have a way of getting rid of Tamio? I don't believe so. Not when it's flipped.
This is not just a battle of arms, but of ideas.
We can run away with Tamio. Let's draw. Can I draw opponent? Thanks, man. Wow. Wow, this is not good. All right. My game just does not like me right now. 3 omniscience. That is crazy. Like, not even unironically crazy. Just actual factual crazy. I don't know if I mana drain a Thoughtseize if they buy it back. I probably don't, because I have a gajillion omniscience, and the One Ring will just draw me into other stuff that I can get into play. So I think if he does Thoughtseize me, I just let it go. And I don't care. And he can see, like, what my issue this whole time has been. And I've never seen... I am... 19? Yeah, that's math. I'm 19 cards into my deck, and I still haven't seen a show and tell. Yeah, it's fine. The world is potentially my oyster, opponent. Can you not tell? What do they take here? Yeah, the Atraxa. I'm gonna thin out my deck here because this is honestly ridiculous. DTA? Well, what if I just top decked it? Well, if a Bowmaster's in response, then I can just go DT. Oh. Is this enough? Yeah. Yeah, it is. This was a good draw. I can play through their mana drain or counterspell. So is auto tapper tapping correctly? It is. This still isn't the most amazing what's it called? This still isn't the most amazing I put something into play line. Unless Veil Summer just rips me something really good. Or the opponent has just had enough. Cool. Thanks. Well, that was interesting. Let me see here really quick. I never saw Barrelgoyf. No, not Barrelgoyf. I wish Barrelgoyf was on here. No, I never saw Nethergoyf. And if Nethergoyf was in the list, it would have told me that this is tempo. But I'm guessing this was a control opponent and they kept a one-lander. A little sus. But, I mean, they did also resolve a Tameo, and that was kind of scary. Well, good game, man. That was round number 1. I'll see you all in round number 2. All right, here we are in round number 2. And I get to go first. Sweet. This hand is kind of not good again. I would be chill keeping one Fatal Push if this was like a Thoughtseize and then the Veil Summer and the DT. This just always sucks to have in your opener. I'm gonna have to unfortunately mulligan that. Oof. This is also not that great. But I'll try it and I'll put the Fave Wishes back. Yeah, once again, the one of Pistagio, if only if it was a blue source. But even still, this is just not cash money. Opponent right away fetching. Blooded Strand fetch. If you get a Sacred Foundry, you don't. Okay. I'm getting snot seized. Yeah, sure, my opponent. My hand's not that great. Probably takes Atraxa. Took the mana drain. All right. So I'm gonna get the blue-black source because if Assemble team's on top, we get to cast it. Yay! Yay! This deck's easy. It takes show and tell here, then it's just land, and I wish I could pull up my deck right now. I could. Honestly, I could. Hang on, guys. We're doing quick math here. Thank God I upload the stuff on the Mox field. By the way, if you go to my Instagram, which I should probably link that soon. If you go to my Instagram, Moxfield link in my Instagram, and I'll probably shove it in the comments down below. Let's see. My deck. Timeless. Where are you? Where are you? Omnishow. Oh, that's the rope. Come on. Come on. Come on. How many lands? 22 lands? I like those odds. Technically 20. 20 lands. I like those odds. But also opponent, like I had to play around potential counter magic as well. Oh, mirror match. Guess that makes sense, but like I was never using it. But also this is scary now that it's a mirror match. I don't want to just fire off a fair show and tell. Oy. Oh man, deck, no. Out of 20 lands you could have gave me, you gave me the one that was the worst. Darn. Can't fire off show and tell. I think I lose this. I think I lose this one. Yeah. Yeah, that sadly resolves. If this was omniscience, it'd be a different story. The fuck? What is that? All right. Wait, do I get to fire again? Oh no, darn, so close. Oh, wait. It's my opponent's turn. That's right. Oh, easy. Easy clap, GG. Oh, yeah. Show me what you got, opponent. And then I'm just going to show you guys the Born Upon the Wind. I mean, it was very self-explanatory in the deck tech, but still, like, this is what you do in response to whatever the hell they put in. And you go, nice, lol, GG. Can't be countered, opponent. And then wait, hold on. I go DT, bounce the Atraxa. And then I'm going to grab the acquisition. I told you, it's like playing Yu-Gi-Oh. Hold on. Can I submit 0? No, it won't let me submit 0. Whatever, I'll bounce it back. And then cast it. Yay! Well, that was weird. Literally, I should have been dead if it was any sort of normal show and tell deck. I got a little lucky there, and then it wasn't. Well, it's interesting. On to round number 3. All right, here we are in round number 3. What am I going against? No companion? Darn. Wow, this hand's so close to greatness. And it's so close to greatness, it sort of falls apart to a Thoughtseize, and my opponent gets to go first. I'm still gonna mess around and find out, though. Okay, Flooded Strand, is it mirror match? Or is it against control? Oh no, oh, this is Phoenix, okay. I do have to worry about permission, but I think I'm favored in this matchup. Go get my Watery Grave. Cast Brainstorm. Easy clap. I'm gonna redraw one of these anyways, so I'm gonna hide that it's show and tell. Because I don't know, they could be Grixis and then, you know, I got Thoughtseize. That's 100% counterspell or mana drain. It's the next thing I had to work around. Which hopefully this assembled team baits it out. I mean, I do plan on it. Ooh, Hollow Fountain. It's Jeskai control. Ooh, it is. Wait, sleight of hand and Jeskai control. Wait, whoa. What's going on? Also, opponent, please drop. Please tap out. Please completely tap out of all blue magic. Jeskai control, that's so sweet. Oh, they're delving. Oh, that's not good. And that still gives them counter magic protection. Darn. Okay. All right. I feel a teeny bit better. I honestly thought sleight of hand meant it was going to be Phoenix. It went Steam Vent sleight of hand. Who's going to blame me for thinking it was Phoenix? Sure. Ragavan. Yeah. Yes, fine. That's all you want to do, opponent? Fine. Push. Get that out of here. You're not going to spend counter magic on it. Yeah. Come on. Okay, more lands. Sweet. Love to see it. Nice little standoff we're having. Dude, that treasure cruise put me slightly behind. Like, I can just win if I get the right window too. Oh, they're dashing it, eh? All right. Go to combat. Push. They're never tapping out. Ooh, spell pierce. Yeah. Let's go. Sweet. Oh, this was so bad. This was actually really bad. Wow. I can fix it though. Yes, take action, please. Brainstorm. Okay, that's a lot better. Keeping the mana drain. I don't know. Something weird could happen. Cast assemble. And pretty sure I'm taking the other attraction, hoping that it goes better. Yep. That got a shuffle, so I'm going to do Born Upon the Wind. Just get a free draw. Wow, that was garbage. Yes, Arena. Oh no, am I hitting the fail rate? Oh, this is all not good. No, I go get Hullbreaker Horror, cast it, another Omniscience, bounce it. Okay, engine's online. Sweet. Okay. All right. Stop showing me show and tell. I'm done with that card. I play One Ring. Bounce. Cast. Bounce. I don't even care about drawing at this point. Assemble the team. Just thin the deck more. I didn't. No. They're in there. They're somewhere in there. Okay, Fave Wishes. There we go. Yep. Pretty sure opponent was playing till he saw that. Fae of Wishes. Go grab. Put you back down. Approach. Put you back into my hand. Pretty sure I didn't have to do that, but I did it. Tracks finds it. Cast it. GG! Woo! Okay. And this, folks, is why Timeless needs help. Whoever the hell wrote that article saying that Omnishow is fine is sniffing some crack. All right, guys. So Omnishow, still a good deck. So good, in fact, I would say it's problematic. But you know what? If someone's listening, I'm not saying you need to what's it called? I'm not saying that you need to limit show and tell in this format. No. Because show and tell should have a place in internal format. I believe there's a lot of cards that should make it onto an arena that would make it a hell of a lot more fun. But you can keep show and tell at 4 and not have to restrict it. Once again, the answer is just give us Force of Negation. This deck can play a better defense with Force of Negation, sure, but it's not like it can force. It's not like, you know, we get to just shove show and tell more because Force of Negation's here. All those first 3 opponents that I just absolutely curve stomped, Force of Negation would have stopped that. It's crazy. I'm not even playing the Dark Ritual or the what is it called, Chrome Mox version, and even the Dark Ritual version is really silly, where, like, you know, on turn 2 you go Dark Ritual, make 4 mana, go Thoughtseize, cool, show and tell. Like, I'm, for the most part, I'm playing very fair and square turn 3 show and tell. But yeah, this deck just, it's very good for the meta. It's the best thing to be playing if you know exactly what you're playing around and how to play around it. But we just need a bigger card pool, honestly, to combat this. I think, like, show and tell is totally fine to keep in the format, but, like, the format needs a lot more help. I'm not going to say play this deck before it gets banned, because I really don't think it's going to get banned. But, like, I hope I'm blue in the face about preaching to everyone that Force of Negation needs to come, just for Wizards to be like, yeah, we thought about that, it's rolling out, and, like, I don't know how many sets later, but, like, it needs to get here soon. It can't be that this is the best deck for another year. Please don't do that. Yeah, Omnishow, it's a sweet deck. If you have the time for Timeless, I would say build into this. It's here to stay. It's not going anywhere. And like I said, as long as you know how to play to all of your outs, this deck is always going to be good, and is always going to be worth having in your back pocket. That's it. That's all for the wrap up today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.